plan it. You can't plan it. You cannot plan this. It has to be a natural thing that happens. Hello, everyone. Welcome to All About the Joy. Hey, Rick Costa, how you doing?
What's up?
So when I say your name, is that what we're gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Cynthia, what's up? She goes like this instead. Yeah, you know what? That one time that it happened, it was just so brilliant. I don't think it's ever
was.
gonna happen again. It was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. So you both know that I really have no plan for today whatsoever. I'm just hanging out. I have had a hell of a week, so I want to complain about it. Um, so it's been a tough couple weeks since I came back from vacation, and it's not because I came back from vacation. It's just because I think things are coming into alignment where, like, I really hate what I do for a living. I don't know how else to say it anymore. Look at you. Wait, you both went like this. And what's worse about it is that I realize a couple things. I'm really good at what I do. And I'm trying to be grateful in the fact that I'm still needed, right? Because everybody's replaceable. Everybody's replaceable.
True.
Everybody, and I could be fired tomorrow, you know what I mean, and that would be a problem, although I would find the blessing and joy in it, let me tell you. I would. So one of my clients, and I know they don't listen to my show or whatever, but one of my clients, one of their staff member hit another staff member as they were having hit, not like punched, not like but hit them in a moment of anger and frustration. And I know it's weird, right? I know. And I don't know how to I don't know how to say it without being mean, but it was wrong. It was wrong.
Did they deserve it?
Okay, you see where I'm going with this, right? You see where I'm going. The other person was definitely instigating the whole thing, just kind of poking the bear. You know what I mean? The poking the bear person was the supervisor. Oh my God. The person who hit them is somebody who we really can't live without. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you could fire him, but I don't know how quick you're going to find somebody to replace him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's been by the way, my other clients also having drama, but that's the good one. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to smooth it out somehow. And a part of me is like, okay, here's what's going on in my head. You shouldn't have done what you did, bitch, because you deserve to be here. You lucky I wasn't right there because I would have done it. You know what I mean? It's not what I said. It's what I
would have held you down.
Right? The other person, I was like, what the hell are you thinking? You can't hit people. Who the hell taught you that was the way to deal with shit? Like, again, not what I said. You know what I mean? But yeah. So it's been a week. And honestly, I don't know how to fix it. I have to go back in tomorrow morning. Like, somebody wants to press charges. I had to ask the question, do you want to press charges?
Wow.
I want to think about it. I'm like, oh, okay. Take the time you need to think about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Have you guys ever dealt with that in the office space at all? Have you ever?
I can't think.
Okay, how about this? I was thinking about it this way. Have you ever hit a boyfriend or girlfriend? I have. I have. Look at Rick. No, I would never. Not in a mean way, but in a like, I'm a little frustrated with you way, but not like slap or whatever, but just like a.
Nah.
I don't do it anymore.
The only thing close would be like with my friend, like doing Elaine from Seinfeld, like shut up, like that, but not like hit, like nah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Let's clarify hit. I'm just saying, like, I've gotten frustrated before in the past when I was younger with people and not people. Oh my God,
Aliens.
I'm so violent. I think I have the chat on, right? Oh.
I was wondering about that. It looks all blank. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what happened. Do I not have the chat on?
Maybe
I don't
try
know.
turning it off and
Oh,
on again.
maybe no one's visiting. That's okay.
No, I'm on YouTube and yeah, I'm seeing
Nope.
somebody.
There's
Hi,
Melanie.
Melanie. You know what? I had it off. I'm so sorry.
Ah, okay. Hey,
Well,
Melanie.
because I see there's people paying attention. Thank you, everyone who's here visiting.
Mhm.
So yeah, like the whole pushing thing. I don't mean hit. Now this person hit that person inappropriately. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And I had to interview everybody who was actually in the meeting. I was outside looking in at the glass conference room when it happened. So I wasn't there, but I was there. You know what I mean? And I knew it was getting volatile, but it wasn't my. It
Was
wasn't
it
my
like a
place to
Will
step in.
Smith, Chris Rock slap?
I was thinking that.
Ooh. But that was a little bit different because they weren't having a conversation, right? Right? Will Smith just got up on stage and slapped somebody, like
In front of the entire planet.
Right.
So yeah, so it was a weird thing, but I don't mean hit like a punch, fight. It was like a one-time thing, and it was like a shove, but a hit. Should have never happened. Oh my God.
Yikes.
Yeah. And it was male to female.
The male hit the female.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that was my
Still
week.
doesn't make it right.
Wait. Cynthia's like, it still doesn't make it right? Were you going to say it would if it was the other way around?
No. I mean, even if it was the other way around, like
Yeah.
if the woman hit hip, it's not right.
I don't understand why people get so crazy. You know what I mean? How was you guys' week, though? Cynthia, how was your week?
It was.
There was so much in that.
Okay. All right, then.
It was it wasn't too crazy, like as far as busy,
Right.
but we had some crazy people coming in.
These are your regular patient people, right?
Yeah.
So it's it sounds like it was a regular week for you.
Yeah, I guess you could say a regular week.
You're so funny.
You know, and there was just there was an incident with our manager and one of the employees. Just wasn't right to talk about it, but it just made me see this person in a whole other light. You know, I kind of just lost respect for them.
Oh, that happened to me this week too. Yeah. People lying to my face, thinking I don't know that you're lying to me. Like, knock yourself out. Yeah. So it was that kind of week for you.
Yeah.
Okay, but, Rick, how was your week?
Not too bad. Sad news. My boss's dad passed, so that was sad. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
How y'all doing? Lord have mercy.
But
I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Your boss's father passed away?
Yeah, he passed. I had a funeral today, so that was sad. But he
was old, right?
He was up there. He was up.
I'm not trying to be mean, but it's not like it was unexpected.
Exactly. On the crazy Christian front, so there was an incident where there was this men's meeting. It's all for men, and this guy that I guess used to be a stripper, but now he does sword swallowing feats of strength things. So they had a pole.
Both Cynthia and I are like, what? Where are we going with this?
So at a big old pole, he rips off his jacket with no shirt underneath, so he's shirtless now at the men's meeting, by the way.
Is this the men's Christian meeting?
Christian meeting.
Always the Christians, baby.
And
I'm
then,
sorry.
Y'all are setting this episode up so crazy. Go ahead.
He puts the sword down his throat and then gets on the pole and climbs the whole pole to the top, and then upside down falls and misses the floor by like an inch.
Oh yeah, that's a really good thing to do on. That's pole dancing.
Well, that's what all these Christians are making videos about, it saying that's inappropriate. I can't believe they did that. That's not all. They had monster trucks This was like a big arena place. Hey, Ash Paul.
Hi, Ash.
They had boxing.
Just called me saved.
I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Like, how is this supposed to bring you closer to the Lord with all this stuff? I'm like, I don't get it. But people were flipping more about the pole thing. And they're like, shouldn't we having pole dances? First of all, hold on. He was not dancing. It was him climbing up the pole, scaring the crap out of everybody, going
Rick,
down.
you know what? I'm going to stop you for a minute because you know what? When you put up the thing I have for you to come up, it's slowing everybody's internet down. That's why I don't do that.
Am I glitching?
Tony's like
Tony, yeah, but you were earlier too, Cynthia, and it's only when we do that. Okay, we're gonna play it in a moment, and then we'll take it down.
I don't even see anything else on the screen.
No, it's not up yet because I'm gonna show it later. It's a 1 minute clip that I think Tony will appreciate. Actually, look at Melanie. I'm glad I missed it. I'm sorry, but it's always the Christians. It's always the Christians.
I ain't never heard of a Christian convention with all that. Somebody with a sword in their mouth sliding down from pole upside down and coming an inch off the floor. He better kill himself.
So then a pastor who was a speaker afterward, he basically started saying like he thought it was wrong and inappropriate in his way. And the main pastor of the place was like, nope, you're done. You're done. Stop. And kicked him off stage.
I'm confused what this meeting of Christian men was about. What was it about?
Exactly. That's what I
No,
want
I mean,
to know.
what was it about? I'm asking you, why were you participating in the Christian men's group?
You would think it would be like encouragement of how to be a good father, dad, man of God.
So is
blah, blah, blah.
him pole dancing problematic? Did no one know he was going to do it?
It was on the schedule, but I'll admit the way he took his jacket off was a little sus. Like it was like, bah, bah, bah. Like you ain't at a stripper show, y'all. Calm down. What do you do? This is men. Stop it.
All right. Well,
it was crazy.
How did we lose you, Tony?
I just refreshed. I want to stop the glitching, so I'm here now.
Yeah, well, it's glitching because we're anyways, how was your week, Tony? Thank you for visiting. Ted said he might stop by too. He's not feeling great. Dance class.
I'm just saying, Ash, I had to make sure. What's up, Sadie? I had to make sure everything wasn't. It's glitching again. See, I see it. It might be my end.
I don't think it's you. I think it's because we have this clip up here. That's why I don't do this because it's too much.
I mean, I could take it off.
Yeah, because hey, Alma, you know what happens?
Alma.
It's recording. As long as you keep it there, it keeps recording. And the only reason why I know is because when I download all the videos separately, that's also a separate video for the whole time that it's up.
But you know what's crazy, Carmen? It's just me that's glitching. Everybody else looks fine to me.
Well, Cynthia was glitching earlier too, but it could be you because you know you special like that. You know what I mean? How you doing?
Rough.
I know you had an interesting week.
Did I?
I don't know. Did you?
This week? Nah.
You are glitching, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was the video.
It wasn't the video, and I just refreshed and it did it again. I might need to reset my browser. Been busy for the past week or two, mentally, definitely. It's really been for the past few months. It's probably going to go about another. Hopefully, I can be done with everything tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going so like you're all like a robot.
That's why I almost sent you a message because I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do it.
We can hear you perfectly well. You're just like, for some reason.
How about that?
Oh no, but I like your face. You're so pretty. Okay, let's show my Gary V video because maybe it's not that it has to be a topic of conversation, but I was just so excited because Rick, you saw it, right?
Yes.
Let me just preface something. It's a minute long, I think. It's a minute long. But if you have a problem with cursing, now is your time to cover your motherfucking ears.
Yeah,
okay. It's Gary V. Okay.
And your eyes too, because the F word's on the screen the whole time.
How y'all doing? Hey, how y'all doing? Sorry.
Wait, Rick, till I get it right. Oh, you got to start it over.
Well, I don't even have it highlighted yet. Let me see.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta refresh. So go ahead, play it then. I gotta unmute.
No, I'm not playing it. You are, right?
Yeah.
You find what you're looking for. If you decide to sit here today and be cynical and pessimistic about the world and everything that's going on, I have good news. You can find it. However, here's the part that I don't think people believe. If you are optimistic and hopeful and seek joy, you can find unlimited. People have a very, very, very poor understanding of the world. And the world is very good about trying to make us not like each other, my man. As if it wasn't enough that we struggle with each other around race and gender and religion, now they're trying to pump negativity between generations. They're trying to teach Gen Z to hate the boomers. Please, my friends, from the oldest to the youngest in this room, please don't let them teach you to hate each other. Please. There's no reason in the world.
All right.
I love him. Okay, what happened to Tony?
Why y'all treat me so bad? Why y'all treat me so bad? That's all I know.
No, you logged off. Hey, Mario.
I did. I just went on mute. What's up, Mario? What's good?
First of all, I'm just saying, because I love now, because I hear everybody talking about joy. I feel like we're on the cusp of a revolution. I swear to God, I keep hearing it more and more. There was this other video, but I was like, I didn't want to do too many videos, but there was another video somebody was talking about the way in which I talk about happiness versus joy. The difference between, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. So I'm just excited, but he's absolutely right. If you're looking for hate or you're looking for negativity, you're going to find it. But if you're looking for joy and happiness, you're going to find that too. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to have motivational things in case people that I work with are watching.
Oh, that's funny.
So crazy. Rick, what did you think of that video?
I think it's very true that for some reason this division crap is just getting out of hand and ridiculous. And it's always been that way. Why are people like that? I'm like, I hate it. I really hate it. Why do we have to divide each other and divide ourselves? It's like there's no, when you are united, that's when you really get stuff done. You can accomplish so much.
I think it's easier to hate, isn't it? Oh, Melanie's like, there wasn't any swearing on that video. Well, it was on. It started with fuck hate. So I just have to be careful because, that's another thing we can talk about. It's on my list. I didn't send anyone my list today. I just had a little list. But, even, people getting upset about a little swearing or whatever, or me swearing, I'm so done with that whole conversation. But I think it's easier to hate. And I think it's easier to be negative. And I think it's an easier place to be a knee-jerk reactionary person to anything that happens. It takes a lot of work and a lot of courage to try to be positive and open. And people always say they are, but you are not. If you're not working at it, you are not. You're not. I'm telling you right now. Almost said, seek and you shall find whatever you look for, you will find. Ain't seek when you shall find in the Bible. Mm-hmm. It is lazy to hate. It is, but it's easy. It's easy. And knowing Tony, who is a very hateful person, I thought I would get his point of view. He's so mean.
I beg your damn pardon. I'm one of the nicest men you'll ever meet.
I don't know if you're one of the nicest men I've ever met. Look at that smile.
Listen, y'all gonna see me mess with my camera because I don't know why I'm glitching, but I'm gonna do this to stop the glitching.
Even Sadie agrees with me. Sadie's laughing.
Sadie likes laughing at me. I agree with what he said entirely. Don't let them win by trying to teach you all to hate each other. I've actually talked to people from different demographics than myself who have told me that Woodstock was a good time around here because people were getting along and it wasn't an issue of all races.
Did you just bring up Woodstock in the 60s?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Make sure I heard correctly.
You brought it up as an example that was a time when everybody was happy, everybody was dealing with each other, everybody was comfortable, and there weren't that many problems, and they had to break that up.
Wait. At Woodstock, not in the world. Let's be very clear.
Okay. That time,
you mean at Woodstock.
At the event.
At the event.
Yes. And a lot of people kind of carried that love, peace, make love, not war mantra, if you will, more than anything. I agree with that, and I do like it. I've learned on more than one occasion, people are not as bad as you're taught. If you ever deal with folks, definitely on a one-to-one basis, some people may not have that problem with you. They were taught to have a problem with you. And if you show them better, and you show them that you are better, they may not have that same problem. They may have another one, but it won't be what they were taught.
Well, I didn't understand that.
Why am I not surprised? Hang on, let me fix my camera.
I just didn't understand what that meant. I lost you. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I didn't mean it in a criticizing way. I meant like
We're
I don't
taught to hate
understand.
this. We're taught to hate that. If you ever get around those people and realize they're not as bad as what you're taught, you won't have a problem with them anymore, right?
But you think what kind of hate are you talking about? You
Any
talking
type
about
of hate.
racism or
He just said hate. Period. He didn't specify.
right?
Yeah, he
Right.
didn't specify which one. You can go racism. You can go sexism. You can go political.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about on a regular, everyday basis, the way in which we react is very hateful and mean to any situation. So I'm talking about more individually every day, right? Because we can talk theoretically in the big scheme of things about racism or whatever. But I think it's better to keep it one-on-one. Like the way in which people gravitate towards being angry, like the example I gave earlier, which you weren't here. One of the things I'm dealing with at work
I heard it.
is people can't use their words. They can't talk to each other. So one of our employees hit another employee who is their supervisor, hit them. So
Yeah.
now we're in a situation where like hitting at work, it's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes. No, it's not creepy.
It's not what?
It's not creepy at all.
No, crazy.
It's not crazy. People are going to fight on the job because people are more stressed than others believe. And if you keep pushing people's buttons, which people like to do on a job, they want to push your buttons to see how much you can take, see how much you can deal with, and they want to see if you're going to snap. I've actually talked about this more than once. I said, y'all going to keep pushing, you're going to find out. That's why he got clocked.
How many times have you seen that at a job in your life? People
About
hitting
6
somebody.
times. About
How
6
many?
times.
6? Wow.
Yeah, I've been in about 4 of them my damn self.
Are you serious?
Hence why the number's so high.
Any job where nobody has fought, y'all ain't been in the world. I'm sorry. People fight everywhere. I'm talking military and civilian. People will fight. And everybody's ready to fight.
Let me just read what Ash said.
All
People
my
take
life.
their pain out on other people instead of fixing their shit.
Ash, let me jump. Carmen, let me get on that, please, for a second.
Go ahead.
People take their pain out on other people instead of fixing their shit. That's a lot of attitude and a lot of conversation, especially the ones who are stagnatory negative at work. When you come to work negative, sometimes something's already wrong with you. I understand that fully. But there's other people who want to come to work and they just want to mess with somebody.
I don't know if that's really true. I don't know if people well, let me just let me read what Mario said. Hi, Mario. Tony is telling the truth. Alma just said, hurt people, hurt people. Exactly. So, Tony, I don't believe, I don't want, okay, let me back up. I don't want to believe that most people walk into a situation because they want to fight with somebody. I think it's more what Alma just said. When you're hurting and you haven't dealt with your stuff, you are going to hurt other people. So you're going to react to things instead of understanding that you have some other issues going on. You're going to take it out on other people. I don't think people are intentionally trying to hurt other people.
She's not wrong. There are people that do that, but there are also people who want to start stuff.
Well, those are your crazy people, because I don't think that's most of the world. I mean, Cynthia and Rick, do you guys, I mean, jump in.
Honestly, I agree with you, Carmen. I think it is, there are people that do come into situations and do want to hurt people or be malicious. But I also think there is some underlying condition there. I think there's an underlying problem that they have to deal with, and that's why they're putting all their hurt on someone else.
Yeah.
It's that whole saying, misery loves company.
Ooh,
Yeah, I've definitely been in situations where somebody would come into work. You could tell huffing, puffing, banging stuff around, blah, blah, blah. I wish somebody would mess me today. Find out. Go ahead, find out. I'm like, I ain't gonna talk to you.
And women.
Thank you for the heads up. Thank you.
I actually had a patient say that to me.
Alma just said, yes, there are people who are antagonistic. They like to stir the pot. Ooh, Alma has no idea what she just said. They like to stir the pot and step back and watch the fireworks. Yeah, we had a lot of people who would do live streaming back in the day who like to stir the pot and get people fighting. Ash said, yes, they start stuff because they have underlying issues. Look, there's no doubt there's both. I think what I tend to experience most, and it bothers me because this is why I have a job. Most of the time, people are upset about all the wrong things, right? It's kind of like what Gary Vee was talking about. It's this weird idea that you're you're constantly in a state of negativity. So that's all that's around you. That's all you see. So that's all you become. That's what you push out there. And it's hard. I think it's really easy to be a negative person. I think it's really easy to be reactionary, to be violent, to be angry at the world. It's really hard, and it takes a lot of courage to find positivity, and I'm gonna say it, joy in every situation to walk on through. It's true, though. It takes a lot of work.
You're not wrong. All you gotta do is look for the bright side on everything, which everybody's taught. Some people,
Everyone's not taught that, Tony. Everyone is not taught that.
really
Everyone?
should be. Yeah, once you get grown, you don't get taught that at all.
People aren't taught to have joy.
Look at the positive side of things.
No,
Anybody,
people are told that, but people are not taught that.
their
We'd
counselor.
have a better place, a better world if that were the truth.
We had it at one point, and they killed it after the 80s. I'll say it like that.
Say it again.
I think we had it at one point, then they killed it after the 80s. I can
I
start
don't
with
know what world you've been living in where only certain segments of
I can say the
years
same
were
about you.
like the 60s Woodstock and a part of the 80s were good.
You said Caligula wasn't taught that. I'm through with you, Ash.
I love Ash. I love Ash. You should come up on the show. We have to get Ash up sometime.
There's a lot of negativity in society. I do agree with that mentality and what he was saying. I've always said disrespect is taking over society worse than politics. You see it. It is so obvious. Nobody wants to respect everybody. Everybody wants to try each other. It's ridiculous out here.
Everybody wants to what?
Everybody wants to try each other. If you go out in society and try to deal with folks, people are always looking. Everybody's on their guard, and I get it. I fully understand it. But when are we going to realize that it's out of control with what's happening, with the gun violence, the fighting on the jobs, fighting on flights? I mean, damn, you mess up my flight, I'm probably going to jump in.
Well, and then that's going to help the situation if you jump in on a flight. That's going to help. I mean, look at so how do we fix it? Let's pretend we have the ability to fix it. See, I don't think I have more faith in people. I really do. I have faith that we can make some changes. Like you just said, if you're fighting on a flight, I'm probably going to jump in. That's not going to fix the situation. It's going to make it worse.
We already lost our money. We probably ain't going to make our destination. You just ruined my plans. And everybody tells me once you plan something, you need to follow through with it. And there's no excuse. So yes, I'm jumping in. See, those are my frustrations. Those are my underlying issues that's going to be built up on that process.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, Frida Laugh Now. I forget who that is.
Chris.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris.
I like
pineapple.
pineapple.
I don't. I don't like that.
Rick, what do you think? I mean, how do you think people can start? I think we could change this. I do.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard though because some people just are negative. Like, I remember an aunt that I had. Every time you ask her, "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm terrible. I'm sick. Or this hurts. That hurts." Like, never a positive word ever. Some people just like that, which drives me bonkers.
I'm going to disagree with you, and I don't know her, but I'm going to say that's a habit. That's a habit. That's not actually a truth. And I think if people were to start seeing that, okay, Tony, we got you, baby. Asher said, I think we need to start looking more at our own actions and holding ourselves accountable for changing. And pineapple is gross. Tony's going to try to reboot his computer and come back on in a minute if he can. Here's why. I intentionally years ago, I would always say these things to myself like that were very negative. And we all do that. We have negative talk. And I actually think that's part of our problem. We don't even realize how negatively we talk to each other, right? So even when I was my most fit, running marathons and dancing or whatever, I was like, I'm so fat. I hate them so fat. And then I started understanding like, I need to be positive. I have to be like, I am athletic. I am beautiful. I have great skill, whatever. You got to find whatever it is. And that's when I started realizing that we can actually change things. And you know what? I never really thought I was so fat, but I knew other people thought I was too fat because everyone else I danced with or whatever, performed with or worked out with were anorexic people. Do you know what I mean? Or very thin people. So it took a lot of work to start to realize like, wait a minute, I ain't fat. Like, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think about that and how much work it took to change my idea and just that bad habit. And I've called people out. Like when I ask somebody, how you doing? How you doing? And they give me the long dialogue. Oh, no. I'm like, first of all, I meant it just as a nice greeting. I don't have hours to hear about your sadness. Like number two, like if you're at the grocery store, you're just walking by a neighbor. You know what I mean? Like, hold up. But even if somebody does and they're going and they do it, I call people out on it. I'm like, you say that every time. And people don't realize that they say it all the time. And once you call them out on it, they stop. Or they stop talking to you. Either or. Still works for me. Asher said, yes, we have all had negative talk, especially against ourselves. Absolutely. Cynthia, thoughts?
No, it's true. It's funny because it's like, yeah, there are a lot of negative people in this world. But I'm with you, Carmen. I do believe that people can change and there are good people in this world.
I don't think people think they're negative, though. I don't think people who are being negative think they're being negative.
Yeah, they don't know they're being negative. They really don't. Right. They're so oblivious to it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's like in the movies
they're just so into that mood. They're so used to being in that habit of just always being negative, and they don't even realize that they're doing it.
And I'm always right. That's that's they have to prove that they're right, and they're being negative in that process. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
So like in superhero movies, like for example, X-Men, Magneto, he doesn't think he's wrong. He thinks everything he's doing is right and justified. But everybody's like, no, that's wrong. You can't do that. No, I'm totally justified. Like he doesn't see himself as a bad guy.
Well, that's one of the acting things that people don't understand. Like when you play a villain or you play a bad person or a bad guy or whatever it is, a murderer or whatever, we've had this conversation before. People who do bad acts they're always justified. They think they're justified in doing it. And so as an actor, you have to figure out where they're coming from that place, right? So I'm not saying that murderers and rapists and people are not bad. I'm saying we have to think about it that way. Poor Tony. Sorry, Tony. Tony's like, I'm here.
Seems to be better now.
Said, I'm fat, faithful, available, and teachable. It's a good one. Astor said, Carmen, I like that approach. Yeah, listen, I have a lot of faith in people. I'm not negative about this situation. I actually believe that we can change some things, but it does start with ourselves. We love the Tony.
I'm making sure I'm not glitching. I'm sorry, y'all don't mind me. I'm acting
up. It's better.
Well, it is better.
Just acted up. God dang it.
No, it just started again. But go ahead. We just, you here now.
Do you have multiple tabs open in your browser? Because I would shut them down.
Just reboot the computer, honestly. It might be my router. That's going to take a while.
Maybe. Yeah, it'll be a while if you do that.
We're going to be done by then. We're going to have changed the world by then. We're going to be done. What did he say?
I was reading the comments. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. No. It's all good. I know it sounds hokey, but the more I keep dealing with the joy thing, right? Because I'm changing some stuff. We're gonna have swag soon. I promise at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I am. I tried a new place, Rick, and I'm still not happy with the quality. So that's why it's not. I know I'm buying all this crap. I think at some point I just have to leave it alone and not be worried about trying to donate money to other causes at the moment. That's what I think I have to just do, because I don't want people to spend a lot of money on something that isn't quality. But something like this, this where everybody loves this, and it's, but I'm gonna, anyways, all right. We'll talk.
That's beautiful. What is it, velvet?
You weirdo.
That's coming to America, Carmen. We got to get you some movies, okay?
So weird. Oh my God. You're so strange. I thought you had logged off. I forgot that you were still there, right, Cynthia? I forgot he was still there. So I was like, what just happened? Sadie, you got to come on the show sometime.
What do you think about people that say, like, when you're in a conflict, don't say like, you blah, 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 but rather say, this is how I felt when you said this, when you did this. I want you to understand where I'm coming from instead of saying, you bad person, you. Like,
That
what do you
helps.
think about that?
That
Oh,
helps.
look at Rick is coming from men are from Mars, women are from Venus
Was
book.
it in that book? I don't remember.
I
What
never
is
read
it?
that
Women
book.
are from Venus, men are from
Men are from
Mars.
Mars, women from Venus. Yeah,
I
yeah.
may
Remember
actually
that
agree with
book? Yeah.
that makes total sense. That's how you de-escalate a situation, which is what a lot of people need to do in today's society. Most people are taught that on their job. You can tell who paid attention, who doesn't by the people who do it.
But
Everybody should
Tony,
do it.
you have this idea that everybody would. First of all, let me just say something. Sadie, thank you so much. But you are always welcome. I'm just letting you know. Thank you for saying that. But Tony, I just need you. I know you say this from the bottom of your heart, and I say this with respect. The bottom of your heart, not the top. But I say this with respect to you. You keep saying that, like you talk in ways in which like everybody was taught something. No, they weren't.
I'll be honest, and maybe I'm wrong for saying it, but
You've been lying the whole time.
no, I've had more than one job in more than one location. That's why I say everybody, because of all the different demographics I've worked around. And maybe I am wrong for that, but
You're
I,
not wrong for that. You just generalize. You're generalize. You're not wrong. You're just generalizing.
I can speak on quite a few demographics. Easy to Ash Paul. We don't talk about that movie up here. It's about the joy. But anyway, I'm just saying, most people that I've worked around and a lot of jobs that I've had, they're always teaching de-escalated situations, zero tolerance for violence in the workplace, and try to create a positive environment at work as well as at home. So that's kind of the perspective of where I'm coming from.
Right.
It doesn't work for everybody. As you get older and you deal with more things, you're going to have more stress. You got to get reinforced in all of those values, but it doesn't always work. This is why I tell people stop pushing each other's buttons on purpose. You are creating the problem. Especially
But why do you? Okay, wait. Let's do one. Okay, before you go down your speech, right? Because I know
yeah, I had to slow down. You're right, because I was in cruise control. I was about to
you
go.
are as bad as I am. Like when you get going, you don't stop. So I'm gonna stop you.
You see the similarity. Oh, go ahead.
I know we the same. We're the same. Okay, here's my question though. I know we the same. We're the same. Why is it you think somebody will push somebody's buttons? Like, why do you think Ash goes out of her way to push your buttons, Tony?
Ash knows me. Ash understands me. I'm actually dancing during the glitch, so I want to show y'all the moves. I appreciate it.
It's like a bad animated GIF. Oh my god.
It's so weird.
It's
so
a lot of society
strange.
today
Just do
that
the robot.
I know it's so weird. You have. It looks like you have full whatever here. Like I'm getting nothing from you over here that says you don't have enough internet.
no,
Vogue.
No, I'm not voting. No. Now, what was the question? I forgot. Man, got me distracted.
I said, why do you think people poke the bear? Like, why do you think somebody goes after somebody else?
I have a personal opinion that is not researched, linked,
Okay, go ahead.
documented, proven.
We got it.
All of it. Okay, I just got to make sure.
Yeah, you can say it now that you prefaced it correctly. Go ahead.
I think that people are pushing the envelope of whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This is my own supposition that I've seen, and this comes from dealing with people in real life and even online. If I don't see anything, the most it is that people want to break folks. They are destined to break your spirit. They are destined to break anything positive about you.
Why? What does that do for you?
I have
It's
no.
a power thing.
Oh, go ahead,
Thank you.
Cynthia. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Cynthia.
I honestly think it's a power thing. I think the person who's poking likes to feel like they have the power over someone else. Like they feel like they're better than that person. And they do everything they can to kind of push them down.
Melanie said Rick likes to poke the bear.
I don't do it to specific people though. I just do it in generalities.
Yeah, man. Cynthia, I think you made a great point, and here's what I'll say to that, because I like what Tony said and what you said. I totally understand now where you guys are going with, but that's not real power. That's not real.
No,
it's
it's
fake power. It's not even real power because you end up being someone nobody respects and nobody likes.
And you end up getting hit.
And you end up getting hit at work, right?
Way to go, Cynthia. That was awesome.
Exactly. But it's so true. It's like the wanting of power generally means you're not going to get it. And even if you get it by means of hurting and stepping on other people, it's not real power, and then you end up losing more people who had respect for you. Oh, I love that. That is
Respect,
so,
the respect aspect I'll give you, Carl.
so what, as opposed to what you think people poking the bear and get power, that's real power?
It's temporary power from what I've seen, and like I said, this is my own conclusion. When you
Yeah,
poke
no,
people,
he's so cute. Okay, Tony, you don't have to like justify everything you say just because I said don't generalize everything. You're so cute. I adore you because you try so hard to be so good. I love you.
Wow. Okay, that's
Yes,
true.
you lose their respect for sure.
Honestly, it's temporary power.
But
And
why would you want temporary power if it's
I
bullshit?
don't. Well, there's moments when I had temporary power. I'll leave that for later. I don't necessarily want it, but a lot of people are pushing for it. What it is like the devil trying to steal your soul, personally, to me. They're just trying to get over on you. They're trying to get control of you for the moment, because the minute you lose control and give it to them, that's all they want. That's all they need. And that's what has to be fought.
I'm sorry, Ash.
You gotta read that. That's funny.
Ash said like chocolate makes me temporarily happy until it hits my thighs. See, you gotta pay a price for that temporary power. I'm sorry.
I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this up.
Is it like bullying, like school bullying by the adults?
Yes, 100%. Matter of fact, Rick, you've been around when I've had those conversations where I've said some of the worst people who didn't have anybody to bother during the pandemic because everybody was on lockdown went online and started doing it. And I see it. I see it. You damn near had to be blind. Well, I'm up here a lot, so if you're not online, you don't really see it, but I've seen it on more than one platform in more than one demographic of people. Just being honest.
I think bullying is a thing, but bullying to me is more like indicative of the person bullying. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like being a bully is, first of all, isn't that so 90s? Aren't we done with the bullying shit? Haven't we moved on from that crap?
70s.
What?
70s.
Yeah, it's just like, who the fuck bullies people anymore? It's so, I mean, I know teenagers do it, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a grown adult and you still bullying people because that's your thing,
you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Let's say what Ash just said. I've seen people be bullied and others just join in because of sheep behavior. That makes me really sad. Yeah. You know what? I think it's also, I don't know if I want to go down this rabbit hole, but there is this kind of fear of standing up to people. So I've said this before in the past. We all say that if something were to happen, we would defend, or we would go in and rescue someone, or we would stop and help somebody. But the fact is, not many people ever show courage in that way. So when you talk about sheep behavior, we don't call people out, or we stay friends with people who are bullies because we're afraid that, then other people won't like us or whatever. I'm telling you, it's really easy to hate. It's really easy to poke people and be negative. It takes a lot of work and courage to do the opposite. I'm telling you right now, it is so much work. But once you do it, blessings everywhere. I ain't even fucking around. I swear to God, I just see it. Look at Tony laughing. I'm just telling you, it's true.
You went back to the old school. I swear to God.
I swear to God. You know why? Because I've eliminated so many negative people in my life, and it does not bother me 1 ounce because I've been doing it for so long. It's a survival mechanism. But when I talk to other people about getting toxicity out of your life, because that's what we're talking about, is negative people who keep not figuring it out. It takes so much hard work for people to be able to kick people out of their lives who are just negative, poking the bear motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work. So
it's draining to constantly deal with somebody like that. It just drains and saps your energy.
Isn't your boss like that? Wasn't your boss? Is that
my boss is a saint? I don't know what you're talking about.
Me too. My boss is a saint. My clients are awesome. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I'm sorry. I'm drinking vodka. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. Apologies. Ash just said, you know what? I forgot we were live. Did you tell? Did you tell?
That's funny.
Just shut it down. If I start saying names, people just shut the shit down. Ashley said, and lessons learned when you're willing to see those negative traits in yourself. Absolutely. Sadie's laughing. Ash, oh my God. I almost said, especially when those people are, ooh.
That's hard. That's hard. Because you can't just cut them off necessarily.
Not for Carmen. Look at that's what Cynthia just said. Not for Carmen. Well, I think, okay, but in all seriousness, that was what I was about to just say, and had to stop myself because I realized where we were, is, I had to cut out people in my life, and respectfully, I told them I'm a better person without you in my life. And they are, related to my mother. And I don't talk to any of these people. They are wonderful, beautiful human beings on the planet. We just don't mesh. You know what I mean? Like, we don't mesh. And I had to make that decision for myself. And luckily for me, they respected it, right? I got to give them props. I got to give people props. They were like, fuck her. No, I don't know if I did. But they were like, thank you, Jesus. They were like, thank you, Jesus. You know what I mean? She's out of our lives. But family is the hardest one. Ash just said, family is the ultimate test for me. Yeah, family doesn't always have to be blood, and blood doesn't always make family. Yeah. Well, Cynthia knows my family is not blood related at all. Cynthia is like, Ash, you might be more related to me than Cynthia. Everyone knows we have a family bush. So, it's hilarious. But did Tony leave? He just
No, I'm still here. I just don't want the glitch in the mess of the broadcast, so I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So you're very close to your family.
Yes, and I insist on being close to my family. As I've gotten out in the world and been away from my family, damn near 30 years, I insist on that's my annual trip.
Can I share something about your Facebook page or no?
I'll give you a shot. Go for it.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I think one of the coolest things is seeing people's other side, because we only see people how we see them. You know what I mean? And it's like, I can see all the love in that family. You know what I mean? Like when you post some pictures and stuff, Tony, like there's an abundance of love. And I love that. I think like I get jealous of that stuff.
I appreciate it. Not to make anybody jealous, but one thing I do try to show is I got to go back to who I am and where I'm from genetically, which is, I think, one thing that's being used against, and I'll say it, us as Black folks, we don't know who we are for the most part. So I try to keep my family close, as close as possible. The only way you're ever going to learn your history within yourself is knowing who you are and where you came from. And a lot of what you see is just one side of the family. I haven't seen a lot of the other side, which is what I need.
Wakanda? No, just kidding.
Well, I ain't reached that far back yet. But no, that's just one side of the family that you do see. There's the other side of the family to get around them more, but we're not distant. We're just not around each other as much as we were when we were kids. Because that used to be the annual trip. We used to be able to go see both sides of the family. And I take value in that, especially when a lot of people don't have families.
Yeah.
And I've insisted on that. I tell people, I'm around folks who are around their families who are beefing. And I used to tell them, y'all might want to stop, particularly for somebody who's not around his who misses them. Even though I had time to be tired of them as I'm gone, and I think back and realize I didn't have it bad with my family compared to how I have it in the world. If I would have done a couple of things different, I might have been in their situation, but I know I appreciate my family more about being in this situation.
Right.
And I'm just glad I'm able to make it. I learned a lot about me. Yeah, honestly, you got to talk to your folks. And this is for the people with the good family. There's some bad families, people don't want to go back. I get it.
Well, and most people, look at, I said this the other day to someone, because they're like you. They have a very close-knit family. They're tight. I mean, they're so proud of their mom and dad, even though they've passed on. Like, they're always talking about it. And I had to call them out and say, you know what? Not everyone, most people don't have that kind of family unit. Like, that's why we love all those shows, when we watch all these shows. And
we grew up with family TV. We grew up with that, yes.
Yeah, so we have to be careful, because I think in your joy and in your happiness in your own family, you don't realize that it's hard on other people because a lot of us didn't grow up with that.
Right.
You know?
It can be taken wrong. I've actually had people who would get upset because I had a family and they did not.
No, I'm not saying get upset. I'm just saying.
I've had people do that. I've had people get mad.
They're stupid people then, whoever those people are. Let me just let me read what Ash just said. Yes, good point, Tony. I've learned a lot about me from where I came from. Alma just said comparison is the thief of joy. Ooh,
pretty good.
Well, stop doing it in all aspects of your life, and your outlook will be more positive and allows room for gratitude. And Asher said, "The Simpsons, my family." Cynthia, she's talking about the cartoon. She has no idea. I'll tell her later. Yeah, no, look at, I'm not saying that you're right, Alma, but I think, look at, I'll give you this example. I love what I remember of my mother. I really do. I was 11 and a half. Everybody knows the fucking story, so I'm not going to go over it. But, and I've never had a father. And as much as I find joy in everyone else's stories about their mothers and their fathers or whatever, you know, I'm happy. I love to listen to it or whatever, but it still hurts my heart because I don't really remember my mother and I don't have those memories and stories. So it's not that I'm comparing, it's that it's bringing up memories. So all I'm saying is that in your joy of talking about your family, so again, it's about being considerate of others, which is another thing I think we lack right now in the world is we're always about me. I have to do this and you have to do that and I'm right. It's like, no, how am I affecting other people also has to be part of the formula of becoming the best person you can be. Damn, I should be a motivational motherfucking speaker and shit, right?
Wow.
That was good, bitches. No, I'm just
Let me call Gary V and get you on his show. Get you with Gary V.
I just messed
But yeah, I bet you a lot of people though when they watch the Huxtables, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is so foreign to me. It's not even funny."
The Huxtable's great example. That's a great example.
That's the primary example. One of the primary examples of family that we all watched on the weekly. You could have that. You could have Family Ties. You could have Eight is Enough. You could have the Partridge. You could have the Walters. We grew up on family television. This society is not. Yep. This society is growing up on broken homes and reality TV.
That's an interesting point of view.
That's the damn truth. I'm sorry. That's the
I didn't say it was a lie. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Good evening. I think you're right. I didn't think about it that way. I don't want to blame all of television in Hollywood, but I hear you.
Yeah, you got to. Damn, we grew up with family values, and all that went to shit.
Well, wait. Can I say it this way though? Sure. We're also in a different time period where you don't only have 3 channels. So you know what I mean? There's just so much information all the time. There's still great shows. I mean, Modern Family was a great show. You know what I mean? There's other shows that are great shows, but there's 15 different channels about families at any given time. Carmen, which cup is tonight? The red cup? I swear to God, it's fucking water.
Wow.
Okay, wait. I want to say what happened. Was it last week?
Yeah.
First of all, I've only had a red cup. It's only water. But last week, I had such a bad week. I had a white cup and it was full of wine. And then I had the red cup, which is always full of water. And I told Cynthia, I got to have a drink. But midway through, I think she could tell I was like,
she would go between cups.
I was going between cups because I was like, I'm such a lightweight. It's pathetic. Like I drink. And like at that point, I'd already had a cup with Cynthia earlier. So we were on second cup. So I was already buzzing.
I've cut down on my alcohol drinking. I haven't had any Crown since the last time. It's been about 2 months. So
you haven't had your Crown Royal crap?
I've cut down. So it ain't
Peach
no crap.
Peach schnapps?
It ain't schnapps. I've cut down a lot just to slow down and everything. Just still going through my phases.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I think I like having a glass of wine or whatever, but I can't get drunk. I don't like that part where you go down and that's 2 glasses for me and I'm done.
You saw that Sadie see how she do me?
I know, Sadie, because he was. I don't know how I came up with Peach Snobs, but it was so funny. We started to make fun of him. Yeah, it was hilarious.
I think
Ash is
Andrea
like,
was there that
wine,
day.
red water. Okay, good to know. It was just funny. Damn, Carmen, you've downgraded from dinner date to brunch date.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, Brian. I didn't know you were like that. I'm coming to Texas. I'm gonna be in Houston soon. So
Oh, please go live when that happens. Please, I will share the hell out of that episode. If you invite
well,
me
my client
face-to-face,
owns a lot of property in Houston. Yeah, so
I would love to see you and him have a face-to-face. I'm just glad I'm in another state when it happens.
Did you see the video I sent you that I said looked like Brian?
Yes.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, you need to send it to him. Send it to him. That's hilarious.
There was a TikTok of a guy dancing who looked just like Brian, but he was dancing. It was awesome.
I was at work and started busting out laughing. People thought something was wrong with me. I was like, oh, she gonna get it for that.
I didn't send it to him. Dinner at Chili's again. Like, you do not know who I is. Why can't you just cook something on your, don't you barbecue and shit? Can't you do like a good thing? I don't want to go to no damn Chili's.
Wow, Chili's is good.
I am not going to, hello. We had this whole conversation. I'm not going down the bougie road again. I'm not going to, I'm flying to Houston and you're going to take me to damn Chili's? Yeah, I can get Chili's here, but you're gonna bring me something that's like Houston-y? Like,
please, you keep me up and broadcast it. I want you to be, please.
What are you asking
I
for?
can't wait.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Take her to a steakhouse she's never been to before, because that'll be original, a little exotic, and not a chain. And I want to see the two of you conversate sober first, then drink. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me do that comment. Oh my God.
First of all, I wanted to understand why Rick just went, huh? Like, what are you talking about?
That's funny. Don't ask for A1 sauce either.
Yeah,
can you imagine?
He said Applebee's. This son.
Why would you? This isn't even about bougie. This is about like, why would you turn around and have somebody come to your state that you talk about all the time and take them to a chain restaurant they can get in their own state, right? I'm fucking crazy. Hi, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Why would you do that? Like, if you guys came out to LA, I wouldn't take you to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, you can go to McDonald's in your own state. Yeah. Well, maybe I would if it was Tony and Brian. I don't know. Like,
ooh, this Big Mac hits different in California. Yeah.
Don't take me to In-N-Out. I'll live. I'm not eating no In-N-Out, and I don't want no Jack in the Box.
I wouldn't even take you to In-N-Out because I don't even like In-N-Out. I told you why already. But I don't even think their burgers are that good. But I wouldn't take you to a chain restaurant is what I'm saying. I would take you somewhere to get some food and Mexican food.
I'm not above chain restaurants.
Oh my God. Is nobody here going to defend me? Cynthia, do you not know what I mean? Why would you have someone come visit your state and take them to a chain restaurant?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're going to meet somebody, you want to do something that's going to be memorable. And a restaurant where you could go anywhere and go there, that's not memorable. I've been there, done that. Take me somewhere different.
And he cooks. He's a cook. Like he does barbecues. Right? He could cook
the chicken and waffles.
You asking for it. You asking for it.
Good though. You got to be a certain level of person before I take you to Roscoe's out here. The original is here. I don't take just anyone to Roscoe's. That's like,
there you go. Now you're talking, and they're not expensive.
That's not a. But the original is here. Do they have one in Texas?
I don't know. I know the original is California, right?
No, it's from here for sure.
Yeah,
It's the original is here, but you don't take anyone. You don't just take anyone to Roscoe's. If you cook Brian, then tisk on chain restaurant. Ash, he doesn't just cook. He's like, I don't want to say chef, but he barbecues and stuff, right?
He grills. He
grills like. But he gonna be like, let's go to Chili's. Yeah, I ain't calling you when I come to Houston. Fuck that.
He used to show cooking shows when we used to broadcast on Haps all the time.
Exactly. The brother can cook and he over here going, okay, Applebee's. Lord.
Wagyu steak and all that fancy.
I know enough people in Texas. I'll get me some good Texas food.
Damn.
Yeah. Have you been to Texas, Tony? Have you met Brian?
No, I've been to Texas for military stuff. I've been
But you haven't met Brian yet in person?
No.
Oh.
Most of the people up here I haven't met in person. 99% of people I've never met in person.
99% of people.
99.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought by now you would have met everyone.
No, I haven't traveled like that. Traveling is expensive.
Ted? You met Ted?
I met Ted, yes. I met Ted once about 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. He came by, we set this up, and he headed right back out just that quick.
So Brian says
I gotta give you that one. I gotta give you that one. Come on. I gotta give you okay, you're hungry now. You know I was coming 5 hours ago. You could have been smoking and had this grilled, and my plate should have been ready when I got to the house.
Thank you, Tony. I didn't have to say a word. Thank you, Tony. You get
If it's real good, I'll wait. If it's real
right?
good.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what it's about patience. Like,
now,
I'm coming, have it ready.
I've been to Texas, and Texas has so many different types of steakhouses. I've actually hit a couple of them in the cities that I was at. Their steaks are no joke in Texas. I will never take that away from them. Those steaks are no joke, and they're not small. I
have quite a few good friends in Texas. I do. And here's my thing. I would never live in Texas, but
I don't want to live in Texas either. I thought about it.
Steak and the food. I mean, you should go to Texas at least 3 times in your life if you're.
I've been twice. No, I've been 3 times. The first time I didn't enjoy at all.
Oh, why? Ooh, what was that about?
2 words: basic training.
Oh, all right.
Well,
God,
yeah.
you're so boring with this military crap. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. Last August, I met Tony when I was in Birmingham, but no go. Oh, it didn't work out. I'm sorry.
No, he thinks Birmingham.
No, Ash, I want barbecue too.
Birmingham is 4 hours away.
But if somebody flies out to see you, like I've driven 2 or 3 hours. If somebody comes to San Diego, I'll drive out to see you if you fly out here. If you
Birmingham
go to San
is 4 hours away. It's not a quick 4 hours. I got to go.
So basically, all I heard was you were not worth the 4
you're in New York. It's 4 hours from Boston to New York.
He's not in New York.
I'm not in New York.
Wait, what?
Atlanta.
He's originally from New York, but he's in Georgia.
I live in
He's
Georgia.
from Atlanta. He's in Atlanta, right?
I'm not in Atlanta. God damn it.
Where are you?
I'm not saying my city up here. No, I live in Warner Robins. It's right by Macon.
Don't dox yourself.
Where is it in Georgia? We're in Georgia, though, right?
No, Rick, did you tell me don't dox and they keep asking?
No, but what state are you in? I don't know where.
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, that's what I
I've been
thought.
in for 2.5, 3
Now,
years.
Here's the thing: you could have just said yes. I'm in Atlanta, and nobody would know where you live.
No, I'll be lying. I would have been lying.
Yeah, so I lie all the time. People think I live in Santa
I
Monica.
don't lie
live in
like
Santa
that. I don't
Monica.
care how much I get accused of it. I do not lie.
I said, and by the way, I live in Santa Monica. It's not like I'm the only one. You know what I mean?
You're in a more populous city than I am. I'll say it like that.
I actually do live in Santa Monica, but I was trying to trick you all.
And I think your police
It's like, I don't
is
give a
probably-
shit. What?
Not to make Tony feel bad. Not to make you feel bad, but I actually did drive 4 hours just to meet somebody because they were going to be sort of close. Charlie!
Charlie! You're always in New York no matter where you are. I love you, Charlie.
What's up, Charlie? How you doing?
Oh, we love Charlie Matera. Oh,
yeah.
I want you to
fine.
come
If you
up.
were there
We're
another
going to jump
week, we
off
might have made
soon.
it. Another week might have been happening. Yes, that's true. We could have met.
Charlie, do you want to come up? I love my Charlie. You want to come up for a few minutes? Rick, are you friends with him?
Oh, that's why.
You mean on Facebook or?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Just put I can you, are you friends with him on Facebook? I have to do it.
I don't think so.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to try to do this to see if I can get
Oh, he
him.
said sure. He said sure.
I thought I fixed
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to get him up. But that'd be funny. He's going to slap Tony upside the head. So I'm ready for that. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
so the person that I met actually was from Georgia as well, in Atlanta. And when
I
we
don't
saw
know how to get him up here. Rick, I'm having an issue.
you
Who will slap me?
want to send a link to me and no, wait.
Who will slap me? Who will slap me upside the head? Who?
Can you instant message Facebook?
Although I got
message
him
me?
right here. Now I don't have the link. I think I pasted. Oh, I pasted the. Wait a minute, that's the wrong link. Can you give me the link again in the private
Ash.
chat area?
I think I fixed my glitch just for the record. That's all.
Ash,
No, I
Ash,
didn't.
go to the corner. Go to
Okay,
the corner
Rick.
right now.
Rick, can you give me in the private chat? Can you give me the link to the
Yeah, try to.
the show? Oh, here it is, right here. Right? Never mind, I
Found
got
it?
it. I'm an
Okay.
idiot. Okay,
Don't
wait a
say
minute.
that. Don't say that.
I meant idiot and like, no, you're right. I shouldn't. Charlie, I'm coming. I'm coming, baby. There you go.
Well, yeah, the
Wow.
person I met was from Atlanta as well. When we saw each other, it was like we had known each other forever. We hugged, we talked, and it was cool. It was fun. I like meeting people.
Oh my God, wait.
I didn't used to be able to say that though.
Okay, let me see if I can get Charlie up here. Oh, baby, how
There he
you
is.
doing?
I'm not slapping anybody. Look at the size of that.
Charlie, that's Tony. That's
What's
Tony
up,
D.
Paige?
And Charlie, that's Cynthia. This is
Hi,
Charlie
Paige.
Matera. Hi.
How's it going?
Hey.
I thought you were going to come up here and yell at people about New York.
No, hey, it's not what it used to be. It's not the cool
It is.
city anymore. Used to be.
But you
I'm-
love LA now, right? And
I'm
you would,
I'm a California guy now.
thank you. And you would tell Tony to come visit us here, right?
Absolutely. Why not? Sun shines all the time. It rains 12 times a year. It's always 70 degrees.
Wait. But it
I
rains
think
like
you
it
ran through all
sprinkles
12
here. It's
already
not
this
even
year,
really
so you
raining.
got more coming.
What?
No,
Tony?
it's what do you say?
I heard y'all were getting a lot of rain out there in California recently. It's unseasonably wet.
So I'm supposed to say, oh, but we need it. That's what everybody says out there. They always say they need it, and then when it starts happening, they're like, oh, storm watch. They're freaking out. In New York, it's
Yes.
just another rainy day.
Right.
It is a storm watch. Like it's a little misty out, and we're all like, not going into work and shit. It's funny.
Yeah, like try living in Maine. It rains every day over there. Or Portland.
No, I don't want to live there.
Hell no.
Hell no. Yeah.
Hell no.
So how are you? What are your feelings about Texas? You love Texas or hate it?
You know what? I think Austin's a nice town. I mean, you know what's funny? Everybody says
I love
Texas is crazy. Everybody's nuts, and and it's a hillbilly place. And I've been several times, and I got to tell you, everybody seems to be pretty nice and stuff, And they know I'm a New Yorker. They know how I feel about, all the redneck shit. But but
Oh.
I'm such an oddity when I go down there. They kind of leave me alone. So, but truthfully, I'm more in favor of California becoming its own country.
Yeah.
Just separating from everybody else.
This guy.
That's true. Okay, wait. So where are you? Are you outside your house?
Yeah, I'm walking around the block.
Okay, don't dox yourself. Don't show us your address and everything. Because
No, this is other people's addresses. I'm getting ready to. Am I allowed to do this on your show? I don't know.
you're
'cause,
allowed to do whatever you want. I love you. You can do whatever.
Okay, then. Well, let me get it going. Here.
That ain't a cigarette, folks. I'm telling you
that's
right
not a
now.
cigarette.
It's not a cigarette. Charlie can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Already, I'm feeling better. This is great.
Wait, but Charlie, I actually have to text you later because I was going to ask you a question, but I didn't want to bother you. But now that you came up here, I'm going to text you later and ask you the question. I'm not going to do it now because I got to rep.
I don't do this for myself. I do this for everyone else.
There you go. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Hey, peace and love. I hope everybody stays healthy, and I'll see you all soon.
See you later, Charlie.
All
Love
right.
you. I'll
See
talk
you,
to you later.
Charlie.
Bye, baby. Bye, sweetheart. I love that man. He's so cool.
He's hilarious.
What?
He's hilarious. He is.
He's a great guy. I love him. We did a whole 2 private lounges. People should go check it out. It was so much fun. I think he has one of the best stories ever.
I almost said it's almost 420.
It's all right. Rick, Cynthia,
Yes.
we're gonna wrap up soon because it's past the hour. I love when Charlie steps in. It's just he always does it. He just steps in really quick and says hi. I love that. So do you guys smoke pot too? That's your thing. You do it for everyone else. Are you guys high right now?
No.
Cynthia, I would love to see you high because it would be hilarious. Like I think you would just fall asleep or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I was gonna go online, but then I got high. I don't get high, by the way. Clarification.
Oh, wait, do you drink at all though?
I've never been drunk in my life. No,
That wasn't the question.
I don't drink.
Like, I realized how he's avoiding the answer.
I don't drink.
So you don't drink even if it's even
I
at
don't drink
church?
because my father was a horrible
that's right.
alcoholic,
That's right.
and
Got it
I
right.
transferred the hate to him to the alcohol, so I don't drink. If that makes sense.
No, it
In the
absolutely
total.
doesn't. I didn't mean to make fun of that. I was just
Oh no, you're good.
so you don't but you don't smoke pot either.
No.
You don't do anything bad, just like you don't swear.
I thought he did once. He got on me too. I really
Dag
thought.
nabbit.
He's like, this was going so well, nobody was messing with me. Oh, Rick, I jest with you. Yeah. No, I have so much love for that guy, man. I think he's just, you know what it is? I love people who are so authentic. And I know people hate that word, but Charlie is the epitome of somebody. It's also like this new lawyer I hired, who I hope I'm going to have on the show after we finish what we're working on. The reason why I hired him is when I watched his YouTube channel, I was like, oh my God, these are my people. Like, just people who you know will tell you the straight up truth and not hide behind anything. There is just something real about it that I wish more people would not wear the mask they wear every day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I totally got that from him from day one, Charlie. That, you know, what you see is what you get. He's going to tell you exactly what's on his mind. He's not putting on airs. He's not putting on a show. You ask him a question, he's going to tell exactly what he feels.
Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that for us. No, just
I
kidding.
love that for us. I do. I do. Yeah. And Cynthia, you're pretty fake. Like, you have a whole facade, the way in which you carry it. I think it's time to reveal the truth of who you is.
Know that I'm a real bitch.
Oh.
Oh, here it comes. No, but I mean, I think I'm being honest though. I think you get along with people who are straight up true. You don't like the whole facade thing. Yeah. It's so easy to spot people who are liars.
Yeah. You can usually tell a person's personality within like the first 5 minutes of meeting them. Just kind of get a feel for them.
You know what I hate though? I hate when I'm wrong about it. It's happened a few times. Like when you think somebody's a good person and then you realize, and it, like, I mean, there's a difference, right? I mean, there's a vibe about Charlie that I just connect to. I mean, the fact that he's fine as fuck is a whole other issue, but I'm just saying, like, he's also just a really cool, decent, but honest person. It's a vibe thing, you know. Some people don't like my vibe. They don't like Charlie's vibe. You get along with whoever you get along with. But you could be a good and decent person, but there's people, I think we all do it to a certain extent. We all wear whatever mask we need to wear in order to get through the day. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, you know. I just like the raw thing.
Can I just say too, it's okay not to like or be liked by everybody. In fact, I think it's delusional to want to be liked by everyone.
What are you talking about? Everybody loves me. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I've said this so many times too. Like, I love when somebody hates me so much that they never want to talk to me again. I'm like, okay, we're good. Like, next. I think there's 8 billion people on the planet. I think it's okay that the people around me are not the people I'm always going to be connected to. There's still, like, you know, another 7 billion. I don't even know how to do the numbers, but there's a lot more people for me to meet and maybe connect with, you know?
Yeah.
Vaya con Dios. That's what I always say. My motto at work is, this is Alma. My motto at work is, I'm not here to make friends. You have no idea how many times I've told people in the past 2 weeks, I'm not your friend. You're confused. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not your friend. You know what? I think people who make friends at work, I don't think that's a bad thing. But don't get it confused, because, like, I'm not friends with my bosses. I don't have drinks with my bosses. I don't hang out with them. I don't even get cutesy with them, because at the end of the day, they're paying me and they can fire me in 2 seconds and they're not going to think twice about it. You know?
Yep.
It's true. Oh, that was a downer. We were having so much fun. Like, where'd Tony go? Did Tony leave? Okay, Tony.
I don't want to be glitching up here. It's actually a little embarrassing. So.
Okay. Okay. But all right, well, we're gonna jump off. Do you want to say goodbye?
Live long and prosper.
Where's that from? Star Trek, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What? Really?
Oh, I thought you would know that, Carmen.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Let me before I go, I'm going to take just a few minutes to say something. So some people emailed me about podcasting. They wanted to know how to start podcasting. And let me just say this, as much as I would like to share how I started podcasting, Google is free. So that's how I started. If you want to turn around and podcast, just make sure you Google how to start. There are so many different services out there. I will promote Buzzsprout. I don't get any money from them or any, I get nothing. I use them. I think Buzzsprout is a great service. They have great customer service. They do well, but they, once you get your podcast done, if you need it sent out and onto the planet, that's a great place to get information. And they have their own website, their own YouTube and website, and you can get so much free information from them. You don't have to pay them nothing. Just go in and learn. That's how I found them, and I use them. And they do cost money once you use them, but they have so many videos on how to start a podcast. So it's called Buzzsprout.
What's up, Anthony?
Hi, how are you? So we're about to jump off though. So I just wanted to give a shout out to that. I also want to say,
Could I add to that?
Yes, please go right ahead.
I think
Wait,
a lot of
unless
people.
you're affiliate. Wait. If you're, please don't promote products that you get paid for on my show.
What? No.
No. I just want to be, because I don't want to promote products on my show unless
No, I wasn't
we're not
thinking
getting
nothing
paid.
about that.
Oh, okay.
No.
Go ahead. I'm just being
No, there's a lot of people that they do express a desire to podcast, to go online, but what stops them is perfection. You
Yes.
don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the
Well,
most expensive camera, audio equipment. Just start. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Ask anybody that's been doing any kind of broadcast to go back to their first broadcast. They were horrible.
I've been perfect since day one.
Well, except for Carmen, of course.
Except for
Carmen's, of
Carmen.
course.
I've been perfect. No,
Right.
Go ahead, Tony. What were you going
But
to say?
yeah, just do it.
That
That
Like,
was me.
be
My
like
first
Nike.
broadcast was terrible.
What?
That was me. My first broadcast was terrible. He's right. Look at what I'm going through now with the glitching.
Mm-hmm. Look at Rick. That's great advice on anything. Anything you want to do, just start it, right? I mean, just go for it and do it. But people have specifically emailed me, and here's the thing: I say this respectfully. First of all, I don't have like a written out manual to send you, and I don't have the time to teach you. It's not what I do, and I did it by bumbling over figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like, I would say start on TikTok. That would be the easiest. Grab your phone and just go and do like quick 2-3 minutes. Why is Tony saying no? Why?
He says don't do TikTok.
I'm not going
Why?
to say don't do TikTok, but I'm not going to necessarily call that the best starting platform. I wouldn't do that.
Well, you're talking about live streaming. I'm saying if you want to start just doing something podcasty wise, or just go on YouTube, just do something. Why do you hate TikTok? What happened with TikTok?
I don't hate it. I just
Oh.
don't think it should be the first place. For me, what's the first social media that you're on where you can go live?
Okay, so we're talking about two different things, right? So somebody was reaching out to me about podcasting, which is not the same as live streaming, although y'all think it is. So podcasting is audio, live streaming is this, and you can have a podcast with the visuals, okay? All I'm saying is people are asking me about podcasting, right? If they can start a podcast. I'm saying I'm attaching myself to Rick. Oh my God, I'm going to hit Tony. After we talked about hitting in the beginning. And
Use your words.
use
Use your hands.
hands. Okay. All I'm saying is that you don't need to have a fancy camera. You don't have to pay for anything, whatever. So if you want to just start, you can start doing little clips on TikTok. You can just start. And you can start, you can also go on TikTok and go in the search area and learn about podcasting. TikTok is
The
out.
more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become.
Yeah.
Another thing I always say too is I guarantee you know stuff I don't have a clue about. Stuff to you that's common sense I don't have a clue about, and I would like to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
Yeah. there's some advice on podcasting. If I ever get around to being able to send you, there was a couple people from different areas asking. So I wanted to just say that as a blanket thing. Rick is right. It doesn't take a lot. I will say it takes a lot of money to do a lot of some of the stuff that we do because we pay for it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying use a free service to learn. Okay. I don't know who that is. Who is that again? List for me. Anthony. Okay, great. YouTube has videos about podcasts. Absolutely, Melanie. And you can find Buzzsprout on there. And the reason why I promote Buzzsprout is because I just think of all the places I've used, because I've done a lot of, I've been a producer for 6 different podcasts, very successful, huge podcasts. Buzzsprout is on YouTube and they have a great library of how-tos. And I just think it was the easiest way for me to learn stuff. And it was free to learn, you know what I mean? So, because there's a lot of bad information on YouTube too.
Yes, there is. I agree with that 100%. You can't trust everything because they made a video about it. You got to learn, you got to walk through it.
So Buzzsprout is all about podcasting. Okay. Thank you to people on LinkedIn. Again, really grateful for all the people following us there. If you can share, hit, what was that? What were we saying?
Smash the like.
Smash the like. Yeah, still, I don't know. We're just going to keep doing it like this, like bumbling over it. Please follow us on our, on all of our channels, blah, 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 whatever. Tell your friends, your family, blah, blah, blah. You get it. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. And remember, it's all about Tony. It's all about the joy. Bye, everyone.
I tried.
That was